Welcome to the Chat Room podcast. Today, I don't understand something, and so I told Bunny that we have to talk about this. Ex-Gratia. Why people they take Ex-Gratia? That be what? How many countries? I don't know of that, but how many countries wouldn't they give them public officials Ex-Gratia after every 4 years? I know they bab that thing.
Okay.
Okay,
so if you ask yourself why would they take that? Why people? I think we like are they take some no. Like why do people? I mean, those who occupy public office do take Ex-Gratia. So there's a history behind it. First of all, it's in our constitution. The so-called Almighty Constitution, and I think it's Article 72 of whatever clause.
When was the last? Why haven't they updated the constitution?
Because they are benefiting from it.
That's a good
So,
response.
if you ask me, is there any moral integrity about giving someone Ex-Gratia for serving the public good? No. Why? You have numerous advantages, privileges, and after the whole 4 years, taking say 15,000 a month as salary, getting allowances
of all the meetings, you go meetings, you go get allowances, the privileges you get. Important. I heard that even some of them MPs and ministers even invest in other MPs businesses, trading businesses, shipment businesses.
Yes, you get it. So upon you having all these privileges, with even the above average Ghanaian with his own company and businesses don't even get the opportunity. Free clothing allowance, food free, everything free. And
cosmetic allowance.
Everything free, and at the end of the day, you are still getting
close to 400,000.
So,
lump sum. Charlie.
So,
apart from the V8
and everything, so you see what's really killing out the whole development and economics in our country.
But are they public servants or what?
Yeah,
is this a servant? Like Charlie, it
because you see, when you read about the salary structure, I mean outside those who work in the public sector
they don't earn much.
That's like
the time to go and get rich.
Yes, they don't earn much.
District attorney, you know they get in it unless you go private sector.
Yes, so you ask yourself, for you being a minister who is there to represent your constituents, and at the end of the whole 4 years, you are giving so and so. And the whole genesis of this whole thing was the article was being introduced to lure the elites in the private sector into the public sector so that they can help govern the public sector.
So previously, a lot of quotes, inexperienced people, lay people used to enter the public office or public sector. So they put the Ex-Gratia there to show their appreciation, so that a businessman can actually put his business on the side and help govern the country.
Yeah,
that makes sense. 1992, it made sense back then.
But then it suits a specific agenda. It's not like it's something that is going to help. In fact, do we even question? Do they even work? That's the thing. Like the work that you've been given to do. Do they even work? We are here. That's why I said we give power to people. You could appoint some. See, the president have enormous power.
Yeah, it'd be true.
It'd be too much. To the fact that he can appoint anybody. You can't say whether he's qualified or not. He's there.
Executive powers.
It's too much. So I'm not saying this particular government. I'm just going to say the constitution has given so much power to the president, so that he's virtually like a god. Whatever he wishes, it comes to power. How can you put that person in check? If, for example, the president says, "Oh, I want you to be the CEO for Ghana Cylinder."
That company
Ghana Cylinder.
Everybody they go there, they go chop money.
Then I get there with little or no experience. Because I've lobbied, I've been in campaigns, I hustle, I know the campaign, the president, I've helped, I've even financed.
Allowance 300%.
You get it? And there's no limit, there's no scope, there's no structure. So at the end of the day, if let's say I've been presented with a project to get a contractor to finance to take care of that project, and I have an auntie elsewhere, I have a friend somewhere, and I'm like, I have the power to lobby for you, because obviously you tender your documents in, there's a procurement committee or whatever committee that will go over it. But if I go and say that you pick this person, who are you to say no?
On the authority of the president or any big person.
Any big person. I'm putting it to the scope of CEOs in these government agencies. If he says, okay, we want to procure so and so, and you're a supplier and you are my friend, I'm like, Henry, there's a deal. What be your mind? My share be like this amount, 15 to or 30 or 20% of it. This will be the whole deal. Then you tender your document. You're a Ghanaian, so you can tender your document. It goes through, and I go and lobby for you with my power as a CEO, and you later come and thank me with $3 million. Is it a crime?
Thank you.
So
that would be thank you.
But that is how it's been. And see, that's the issue.
You the guy, so the head of procurement or whatever, there was some scandal.
Yes. So listen, how do you fight corruption? How do you take someone? Let's say you find there's a scandal, right? There's been money else. That's why they can't catch someone, or you know, because the whole system structure.
I was talking to someone. He was saying that instead of government doing e-levy, government should rather go and apprehend the people who are being corrupt. And I was telling you that corruption is not like just a DVLE or this one. It's not just the president or the ministers, public officials. It's all around.
All around. The whole system is corrupt.
Because it's a system.
It's a system. And the whole fact is, there's so much power given to people.
Yeah.
They act at their own discretion. What if, I read something about Singapore. This is what they did. They will give you a threshold, a tax to accomplish. Okay, in the next 4 years, if you're able to do a reduced interest rate, you're part of, let's say, economic committee, help the economy to boost this, do that, reach this target, you're allowed to take X amount of money.
Okay.
So but then
every achievement and the
benefits
allowance or the
benefits you get.
Yeah.
As I said. So at the end of the day, if you're not able to achieve it, carry yourself home.
You're not touching it. Yeah.
You're not touching it.
That makes sense.
That really makes sense. But and see, there's a scope to your limit. You can't commission a contract worth so much amount.
Yeah.
You get it? Because
one person's signature should not be allowed to carry that much power.
No, exactly. So at the end of the day, what then happens? I have the position to lobby for my friend, get the contract, split the money, cash out, sing hallelujah,
go to church and thank God,
and donate to the harvest, and the pastor will be quiet. It's a system, believe me.
But back to the Ex-Gratia. Seriously, I don't, like, for the life of me, I know the Bab, as you were saying in the other video, we don't ask enough questions. We don't ask pertinent questions. Why are MPs still taking Ex-Gratia? 2021, at the Kaisi, NDC MPs were like, they were tagging on the side of the ordinary Ghanaians. We are with you, until it was time for them to vote for Ex-Gratia. They came together with the MPP MPs, and you all voted, let's continue, let's increase and continue Ex-Gratia. Why are people not asking these questions? The media houses, people on Twitter, people who are influencers. Is it that we are all okay? Is it that we get money? Charlie, they baffle you.
Because Charlie, a country with a population of 30 million.
30 million, yeah.
And you have a GDP debt ratio, which is so, like, crazy, like about 70 to 80%. And the government expenditure is so large, and we spend it on unnecessary things.
See the results. Like, we know they see the results.
You are paying someone so, and you see this issue about Tobe Afede and what have you and blah blah. And he refunding the whole money back to the Ghanaian public to let us know that the
public pay.
They are really like, listen. Yes. Wayebi has done something right.
At least for instance that he tried.
Yeah,
but the money he took,
the privileges this man gets.
No man go ever return something with the benefit out. So if he's returning the Ex-Gratia, if you don't see the money way
he enter the privileges he chop. Being on the seat of the Council of State clearly shows that Charlie, And even made a mention of the fact that he has enjoyed so many salaries and privileges and allowances.
400,000 this one.
Like it be too much for him. So you could understand. That means that
ministers of state, we don't come use, Charlie.
Someone gets power, let's become an MP, right? Mm-hmm. And it just runs through a car allowance, whatever allowance, security allowance, and we are not against you being secured to have the necessary resources to work as an MP. However, let's see your input. Yeah. Even when you check the scope, the scope of authority for an MP, most of the things
are outside what an MP should. Oh my God!
You get it? And you ask yourself, what are they actually doing? How do they represent? See, these are the questions the constituent should ask. How do our political MPs represent us?
But that be if the constitution, then for rep the constitution again, the first thing they have to amend, they have to place accountability checks. How would we keep the president in check?
Yes.
How would we keep these ministers, MPs in check? Because the truth is that, Charlie, they are just doing anything. Charlie, yes. Then South Ghana spoil. The country spoil.
The country is dead.
And the truth is that, you see, as you were saying, it always comes back to us. Yes. We don't ask the relevant questions. We just like to be entertained by trivia. All in all, the Ex-Gratia doesn't make sense. A lot of things in this country
doesn't make sense.
Charlie, guys, we've come to the end of this episode. We'll see you in the next show.